And that's all I'm going to say about that at this stage.
Okay, we'll leave it for you viewers to get a copy of this book if you want to know more details on the subject of honeymoon. And tell me something. You know, the Bible says that a man shall leave his father and mother and then join to his wife.
That's
and
right.
together they shall become one flesh.
Yes.
There's usually a lot of I think issues when it comes to in-laws, you know, when you have found the lady to marry, for instance, and let's say the parents of the ladies do not accept you. What's your advice to that kind of an arrangement, to the parents as well as to the couple that is looking forward to go into the commitment of marriage?
Dr. Elijah, I'm sure when you do your counseling, most people that come to you will tell you that my mother-in-law is from hell. But she is not from hell. She just doesn't understand you. So mother-in-laws or father-in-laws, your in-laws, these are the parents that belong to your partner. And to him or to her, they're very important people.
That's right.
And so for you to be happy in your marriage, you need to understand them and you need to treat them with respect.
That's right.
How are you going to do that? You can see that in my book. But how you're going to do that is that you need to understand that you have come in as a stranger.
That's right.
And maybe they don't know where you came from, they don't know your background, they don't understand you like the way the child would understand you. And you need to understand that. You have come here to take away their son or take away their daughter, and they are not too sure about you. So it takes time for them to understand you and for you to understand them. But what I would suggest is that you need to treat them just like your parents.
That's right.
Respect them.
That's right.
Because they are still his parents or they are still her parents. And when you disrespect them, he doesn't feel good about that, or she doesn't feel good about that.
All right.
Yes.
I believe that, you know, when you marry into a family, when the two become one, you actually become one family.
That's right, yeah.
For instance, I would give an example of myself. I think whenever I travel, I make sure that I see my father-in-law. I just feel that it's my duty to see him.
Yes.
And, you know, I would want to advise even those that maybe are not really bonding in terms of mother-in-law, father-in-law, pray about it. The Lord is always there to make things possible. Don't just give up on your mother-in-law. Don't just give up on your father-in-law. Try to work things out. This brings me to another topic, I think, which is very important in a relationship, whether you are dating or not dating. It's a subject of conflict management. You know, I believe that, you know, two different people come together. I remember someone giving an example of two potatoes.
Right.
When you get two potatoes from two different farms,
Yes.
and you peel them, you put them in the pot and mash them up.
Yeah.
Will you be able to distinguish which potato came from farm A or farm B?
No.
I think that's how marriage is as well.
Yes.
You become one, and that oneness is something that people don't really understand, and it brings a lot of conflict, especially if you didn't date.
Yes.
Yes. So there are a lot of different, you know, types of conflicts that happen in a relationship. But just, you know, give us a few that, you know, you've put in your book that can help a couple or a relationship go to another level.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Elijah. Most conflicts start from a point where I'm trying to change my partner.
Okay.
I want her to act like me. I want her to think like me. I want her to dress like me, you know? And then I begin to criticize her if she doesn't do that. For example, my wife is terrible when it comes to keeping time. Now, I keep time, okay? When I want to be at a meeting, I better be there 15 minutes before time, or go to church 15 minutes before I get to church.
I think on that one, I would say it's for everyone. So we just have to give them 1 hour before the actual time.
That's right.
For me, I think what I do is if we have a meeting at 8, I tell her it's 7, so that we can have that 31 hour to play around with her makeup.
Yes, but before I understood her,
Yes.
there was conflict.
All right.
Gets all upset, sulky because she's not keeping time.
All right.
But when I understood that this conflict can be resolved very easily by understanding who she is, and not that I shouldn't be trying to change her. And the other problem is criticizing.
Okay.
A wife would say to her husband, how come you're not running for presidency? Or how come you don't have this car? Or how come you're not as successful? You know? And
your friends are.
Your friends. I just phoned your friend and he bought a new car. You understand? You're still driving your little Brockmobile. You call it a Brockmobile, you know? And criticizing brings a lot of conflict in the family. Again, it's because we are not understanding each other. There's no reason for criticizing. And Solomon puts it this way, the wise Solomon in the Bible.
Yes.
He says, staying with a woman that's always criticizing and complaining is like sitting on the corner of a house which is leaking and all this rain is coming on you. That kills love. Now, how do you solve problems, conflicts, those kind of conflicts?
I see in your book here you have put that there are some barriers to resolving conflict, and of course you have put some steps that can help somebody, resolve conflicts.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, in case you've just tuned in, you are watching It's Possible, a program that brings people with potential on the program. And today I'm honored to host Dr. Anthony Raymonds, who's written a book entitled Oasis of Love in Marriage. If you can just see, the website is rolling through. If you want to order a copy, you can go on a website that is showing on your screen. Yeah, let's continue. I'll bring you to this other area. The most important thing, I would say the most important thing, money and control.